Welcome to Silent Hill, a really special town. This is James. He likes holes and blocked doors, and he's here for a reason. He received a ladder in the 21st century. I know that's bizarre, but that's not all. It's a letter from his wife saying that she's waiting here for him in their special place.
And that's here? Bye-bye.
Yeah, but the point is, she's dead.
No way.
Oh, isn't that the most gloriously intriguing invitation ever? So of course, he's gotta investigate. But he will pay a price even higher than you ever experienced through any playthrough of Konami's masterpiece before. Hello there, honey. I'm Playsiera and we'll find out if I can beat Silent Hill 2 without any kills!
What the?
Exactly, James. If you think about it, this challenge is kinda doomed from the start, isn't it? What I'm gonna do is simple. Don't kill, and keep the kill count at the end screen as low as possible. You see here, this is sort of the average number you get on any playthrough where you play it safe. But today, every lying figure, mannequin, bobblehead nurse, boss, and even the bugs will be sacred throughout this playthrough. James is here to collect some karma points after all. So, will I survive the foggy streets without swinging the bat? Can I solve the riddles in the dungeons while they're full to the brim with enemies? And how much therapy will I need after this run? We're about to find— Wait! I just want to insert here how much I love and am deeply touched by this game. Silent Hill 2 is a dark tale of guilt and grief, an elegant deep dive into the human abyss. Seldomly a game made me feel so scared, fascinated, alert, repulsed, and frightened. It is a story-driven game that you have to experience yourself, at best spoiler-free, so I actually really fought with myself if I should do a challenge on it, and be warned, this will be way more somber than what you know from me. But I thought this way of playing it would really benefit the narrative. I would surely be more panicked during the puzzles, and Bloober Team, I bow down to you for this exceptional remake. You were able to capture the aesthetic, atmosphere, and vibe from the original, and I can't wait to see what you got in store for the new Silent Hill game that you will redo. Okay then, may I proceed? Yes, please. Thank you. Are you ready for this descent into madness? Great. Aw, James, I like your enthusiasm. Okay. Dude, you don't need to take this so literal. Here we are because of a ladder. In hopes to find answers, our James ran through the breathtaking looking woods, fields, and roads. Oh, you think you're so funny, huh? And finally to this dark little town. Whoa. Look at this. The ambience, the tenor. Never looked Silent Hill more beautiful. Imagine this in virtual reality. This would be mind-blowing. So I made him take a sweet time exploring. He found one of the most important things for this run, healing items, and... do you hear that? The radio is a great little tool to enhance your fears even more, since it goes on whenever an enemy is around. You don't see anything but hear this sound all the time? Good luck trying to find sleep ever again. Which means now would be fighting time. He grabbed this wooden plank here and got into battle mode. But no, James. I just made him take a quick turn and he was out into the streets some more. I also turned off the radio since you can get a trophy if you do a run without it, and of course I went for that. And also, I want to save my nerves. Because look at this. This would be pure hell. It probably would have been even hotter with it on. Well, anyway. You see, if I would find a corpse of myself lying around, I would abort the mission as soon as possible. But not our James. He was looking for traces of his dead wife Mary after all. He went on, and won't you just absorb the atmosphere around here? I really want to make a joke about the fog, but I can't see the point. Was solving puzzles that left me in an even bigger cloud of confusion. And James finding one of his first beloved holes. The number of enemies increased, which is why it's a good thing that he got into the first big location in Silent Hill, the Woodside apartments. These dark and endless hallways full of enemies, the abandoned apartments, these ridiculous puzzles, more holes. It's a wonderful cocktail of uneasiness, haziness, and fear. Here he met some more lost souls wandering around. Eddie, Laura, and Angela that I will introduce to you when their time comes.
Not yet.
I am so lost, I kid you not. This is kinda getting to me. Ah, another locked door. Amazing. I say it's time to relieve some stress, right? Ah, that really helped putting the edge off. I feel like I have more strength, more courage to go. Oh no. Oh no! Sorry, Pyramid Head. You seem to be occupied. Don't mind if I just slip out. Yeah, James, what are you doing? Are you stupid? You could have just ran out. James? Oh my god, James, what are you doing? You are perfectly hidden. Whew, you lucky noodle. Glimpfly got away with it. After this, the apartments kinda changed, can you tell? Yeah, this place really isn't what it seems. Sometimes the world shifts into the so-called other world. It's all symbolistic and pregnant with meaning. I won't go into all the details since anyone should paint their own picture and find their own explanation, but it is clear that this is the time where the Mr. James' mind is lifting and he has to literally fight his inner demons. Not here though. The first boss fight occurred against Peary. Luckily for me and James, just like in the original, you only need to run some rounds and wait it out, since it is a timed section. Oh boy, I survived 25% of the game without any kill! That's really wholesome. But also I haven't found a trace of James' wife yet. But just you wait.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife.
Mary? Or Maria? A healthier, sexier, and even more importantly, a livelier version of his wife is waiting for him and basically throwing herself at him? How can this be real? What test is this? What will James do? For now, she said she'll help him find Mary, so he went with her. And what a temptation she was! Non-stop, she flirted with him and glued to him like a magnet. And then, it happened. James had to open a locker to get a key in order to progress. Maria waited outside the room, and the minute James got the key, an enemy barges through a previously locked door and lunges at Maria. In pain, I watched her suffer through the attack, but I needed to stick to my rules. It was of no use, though. Apparently, it only takes 2 pairs of legs to finish Maria. So I tried guiding her away from the door. If she doesn't stand there, she could run away from the enemy, right? But as I said, she stuck to James like the most loyal made-up substitute wife ever. And since he needed to press in a code, he couldn't get the key quickly enough, and Maria got attacked again. So because of her, his hands got bloody for the first time in this run. Is this the universe's way of spitting in James' face? He's here because of his wife, and now her doppelganger causes him to sink even deeper into purgatory. Maria wanted to make up for it and assure James that she'd know a place where Mary could be. You really think we wouldn't see you, smartass? This situation got really uncomfortable. Monsters were chasing them, and the absolute worst enemy of this game showed his face. The goddamn interactions! Seriously, these controls are even fiddlier than the original Ting controls. You have to hit 1 exact pixel to interact, or you would get stuck completely, which was annoying as hell and caused another death of Maria. Luckily, they arrived at a calmer destination. A strip club? Oh, Maria, keep it in your pants, girl. James is definitely not in the mood.
No horny. Bonk.
Not even the romantic park lifted his spirit. Still, all he wanted was to find his wife now. All traces led them to Brookhaven Hospital. Whoa, and what a location that is. Maria suddenly began to feel unwell and rested, so James went on alone. Again, despite the fantastically real-looking surroundings and moody undertone, the images tell us more and more why James is here. Although this can easily be forgotten with the insane amount of puzzles that needed to be solved here and the overly eroticized bubblehead nurses coming for you. They were terrible, since they're the only enemies that could use weapons, so their swings hit James many times, and I really needed to keep my calm to not fight back. At least he found more holes. Remember Laura from the beginning? Her showtime came now. How can a little girl run around alone in this town without a care? Well, she seemed to know Mary, which is why James tried to get answers from her. Her answer was to lock James in a room to face another boss, which is the so-called Flesh Lips. Hey, how's it hanging? Unfortunately, this wasn't a timed section. I really tried. I ran around for half an hour. Look at the ceiling where it burst through. It was completely broken. But sadly, this thing wanted dents, and I gave it to it. By the way, I'm also doing a new game no guns run, so the only weapon I used is the steel pipe that James exchanged for the board early in the game. So another kill went to the list. The world turned after this again, but at least Maria was back and felt better. Maria no longer felt better, and everything went dark. Literally. If you like darkness, this game is for you. Seriously, you can't see anything anymore. Where even am I? God, can you leave me alone? You son of a... James went deeper, and deeper, and even deeper into this place. He landed into Luca Prison. Sadly, not this one though. The bright side of this is, it's finally a game without sewers. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Seeing absolutely nothing, being completely lost and having to solve illogical riddles, some says are pretty good. But at least I kept James' hands clean. That changed after an even deeper dive into the earth, when he landed before Angela. If you haven't been depressed by now, let me change that real quick. This poor girl is a truly broken soul. She says her world looks always like this. She is here trying to find her mama, and all the while she is fighting abstract daddy. Can you piece two and two together? James had to fight daddy now, and this... oh god, this part really broke me. Not because I broke the rules, but this story was too much for me to stomach. Poor Angela, and at least I now had a fight where I was glad that I erased some evil from existence. And now James arrived at the labyrinth part. He got a glimpse into his sad life as an office worker. Lady, will you let me get a quick look at this? Just one look! God damn it! And at the end of it, a timed horde section in 3 waves in a familiar-looking apartment took place, while it crumbles more and more down after each fight. Luckily, I only had to implement the James shuffle and was able to get over this section without any more kills. Afterwards, James encountered this scene. This is Eddie. He first met him in the Woodside apartments, and creepily, always a dead body lays around this dude. Eddie was picked on his entire life for his size, which is manifested in pure hatred and pugnancy against others. And if you look at the dead bodies, it's always James! Okay, listen, James. Easy. He hasn't noticed you yet. Just please mind your own business, you know? Quietly go away, turn around. James. James, what are you doing? James, you idiot! If you would have left him alone, now you even have to fight him. Gosh, this fight was the worst. I almost lost all my healing items and got another count on my list. Only one place left where James could look for his wife. Their true special place. The Lakeside View Hotel. Oh man, why does everything look so peaceful and is yet so unsettling at the same time? Aw, hell no! Of course he spent most of the time looking after keys, after keys, after keys, after keys, after keys, after keys. And during this, a little mini-boss fight awaited him, the Mandarin. But I booked it, dodged him, and was able to overcome this without any blood loss. What's this? A videotape? Oh. Are you ready to face the truth, James? Oh, James. Like I said in the beginning, it was doomed from the start. At least now you're finally ready to face your inner demons, right? See, the resistance is literally crumbling. Although, this save point is kind of an overkill, right? Oh my god, don't take everything so literally! 2 pyramid heads forced James to come to terms with what he's done. And yes, he needed to swing the pipes a few times until these creatures posed their tease. Now he needed to battle the last one of his inner demons, Maria. Sadly, also here was no point in waiting it out. The last and final kill went to the Count. Let's see what ending I'll get. The leaf ending. The standard one. Kinda obvious. The ending requirement says, you've been acting as if the one thing on James' mind was to have that last conversation with Mary. James was here to be forgiven, even if he didn't know that at first. This is generally perceived as Silent Hill 2's good ending. Well, that's good. But also I wanted to keep my kill count as low as possible. Let's rewind our mishaps. The mannequin on Maria, the flesh lips, abstract Eddie, 2 times pyramid head, and Maria. Should be 7. Oh, a 6! That means either I got 2 Pyries for the price of 1, or the mannequin on Maria wasn't counted. Anyway, I take it. Oh, Silent Hill. Everyone will get to you eventually, right? I don't know why, since you're so depressing, but I just love it here. A horror game that is philosophical and artsy? You're the first and only game to achieve this so beautifully. And since you can unlock many different endings and experience the story in many different ways, another trip through this foggy town is definitely guaranteed. Tell me, what ending did you get on your first playthrough? What are your thoughts on it? If you made it to here, you're my restless dream. Tell me down below what other challenge you'd like to see. I hope to welcome you soon to another video, so until then, take care everyone. Bye bye!